Students, in this lecture we are going to see the examples based on forward and backward pass method and identify critical path. So let's see the example. We have given A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H and I are the activities which constitute a project, and precedence relationships are given by A precedes D, A precedes E, B precedes F, D precedes F, C precedes G, C precedes H and F precedes I, and last we have given G precedes I. Now question is, draw network to represent project and find out its minimum time of completion of the project when time in days of each task is as follows. So for each task, so for A to I, so there are 9 tasks, A to I, A, B, C, D up to so on I, and for each task we have time given for each task. For activity A we have 8 days, for activity B we have given 10 days. Similarly for each activity we have given time interval. Now to identify its critical path, first write down predecessors and successor activity, and we will draw its network diagram. So the predecessor activity, see the solution. Now predecessors activity, next is successor activity, so successor activity we have given total A, B, C, D up to so on I. So first this is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H and I. Okay, so we have given A precedes D, so A precedes D. So to start D, so first A completes, then it starts D. So here previous task of D is A. Okay, so previous of D is A. Next previous of E is A. So previous of E is task A. Now previous task of F is B. So previous task of F is B. Next previous task of F is also D. Next G means here C and G. So here C is predecessor activity and G is successor. So C precedes G. So C precedes G. Next C precedes H also. F precedes I and G also precedes I. So these are predecessor and successor activity. Now let's draw first rough diagram of its network. So here predecessors of A, B, C, so there is no predecessors activity before A, B and C we have given. So this is dash. Now first draw rough diagram. So here from this activity I start, so here A goes to D, so A goes to D, suppose this is A goes to D. Next make linkage, A goes to D and D goes to F, F goes to I. So A goes to D, D goes to F, D goes to F. So here A goes to D, so this is activity A goes to D, A goes to D, D goes to F, D goes to F and F goes to I, F goes to, so this is F goes to I, so this is last activity. So here A goes to D is done. Next D goes to F is done, so this is done. Next C goes to F, C goes to G and C goes to H, and here F goes to I is done. So next is A goes to E. Let's see, A goes to D, D goes to F, D goes to F, F goes to I. Okay, so this completes. Next B goes to F, so this is B, B goes to F, so this is done. F goes to I, this is also done. Now C goes to G. So where is C? C has no predecessor activity. So C is the starting point. So this is C. Okay. C goes to G and G goes to I. C goes to G. So here I will take here G and G goes to I. C goes to G and G goes to I. Next C also goes to H and H is the last point. So C goes to H and H is last point. Okay. So here is bridge. Here is bridge. This is the activity G. So I will write here. So this is activity G and here is bridge. So this is an activity E. Okay. So its final diagram. So this is the rough diagram. Now to remove this bridge, so what can I do? Now to remove this bridge, I will take this activity above the all activity and rearrange the diagram. So its final diagram will be, so here first I will draw first activity. Now I will take suppose this point above the all activities. So here is A activity. Next A goes to D and B goes to A goes to D, A goes to E, right? Here B and D goes to same activity F, right? Means what? Precedence of F is B and D. So let's see if I draw here second activity which is B and here is activity C. Then now here A goes to D. Suppose A goes to D, A goes to D and B also goes to A goes to D, B goes to F. Now this B goes to F. So this B goes to F here. B goes to F. So B goes to F and D also goes to F. So A and this is D. So A goes to D, A goes to D. Next A also goes to E, right? So A goes to E. Suppose E is the other activity. A goes to E and E is the last event. Okay. So we take last event this. This is the last event. Okay. Next. So B goes to F and F goes to what? I. F goes to I and I is the so here I is the last event and last is C. C goes to I also and C goes to last event. So C goes to G, C goes to G and G goes to I. So C goes to G, G goes to I and last C directly goes to H and H goes to the last. So here C goes to H, H to the last event. So this is the final network diagram. Okay. So we number this event as, so this is first, now this is second, third, fourth, next this is fifth. Now for each task we have given the time interval. So for A we have time interval is 8. Now for B we have time interval is 10. For C time interval is 8. For D time interval is 10. For E time interval is 16. F time interval is 17. G having 18. H having 14 and I having 9. Okay. Now we'll use its forward pass method. So solve the example by using forward pass method first. So forward pass method. So what is formula? Its formula is Ej is equal to Ei plus Tij. So first initial condition is take E1 is equal to 0. So this is first value E1. So here is E1 which is equal to 0. So E1 goes to E2, right? Now next calculate E2. So how to calculate? E2 is equal to, so for this E2 event we have activity with, for E2 activity which comes from E1, right? So this is the arrow which goes to a second event, right? So we get value of E2 is equal to E1, because for E2 arrow comes from E1, right? So E1 plus T12 which is equal to, so value of E1 is 0 plus T12 is time interval 8 which is equal to 8. Next calculate E3. So E3 having formula. So E3 has arrow which comes from E1 and E2 also, right? Because for event E we got two arrows, right? We got two arrows which is from E1 and E2 also. Here value of E2 here, so write down value of E2 is 8. Okay, so for E3 event we got arrows from E1 and E2, so we will take E3, we get maximum so which is maximum of E1 plus T1, so this is interval T13, comma this is E2 plus this is interval T23, so which is equal to maximum of, so from what, so maximum E1 is 0 plus 10 and E2 is 8 plus E23 is 10, so which is equal to maximum between 10 and 18 is 18. So value of E3 has value 18. Okay, next to calculate E4. So let's see E4. So fourth arrow is here, and for fourth arrow which is comes from only in E1, so E4 will be, so E4 has arrow got from E1, so we have formula E1 plus T14 which is equal to, E1 has value 0, T14 has value 8, so E4 has value 8. Now next to calculate E5. So how to calculate E5? E5 is equal to, now E5 has incoming arrow which is from E3 and E4. Okay, so we will take maximum between two, so maximum of E1, maximum of E3 plus T35, comma, so for E5 we got arrow also from E4. Okay, so this is having value, E4 have value 8. Okay, next for E5 we got two arrows from E3 and E4. Okay, so we take maximum between E3 and E4. So E3 plus T35, and next E4 plus T45. So which is equal to maximum of, so E3 have value 18 plus time interval between T35 is 17. Next E4 has value 8 plus time interval between T45 is 18. So after adding this we get maximum of 35 and 26. So maximum between these two is 35. So here we get value of E5 is 35. Now next calculate E6. So for E6 we got E6 having three incoming arrows, so which is from E2, E5 and E4. Therefore E6 will be, E6 is equal to maximum of, so E6 have got three arrows which is from E2, E5 and E4. So we get maximum of E2 plus T26 comma next E5 plus T56 comma next E4 plus T46. So which is equal to maximum distance between E2 is value of E2 is 8 plus distance 16 comma E5 is 35 plus distance is 9 and E4 is 8 plus distance is 14. So among that maximum is 16 plus 8 24, distance is 44 and this distance is 22. So here among that maximum is 44, therefore value of E6 is 44, right? Therefore E6 is 44. So this is the forward pass method. Now we will use backward pass method. So the next is backward pass method. So for backward path we have the condition for backward pass method is, so value of last, this is E6 must be is equal to L6. That implies value of L6 will be E6. E6 has value 44. Okay, then we solve. So forward pass method is starting from initial point and backward pass method is starting from end point and go to start point, and forward pass method starting from this point and last end to this point. Okay, so let's see. So here next from this last point we will find out L5. So how to find L5? L5 is equal to, so L5, from L5 we got only one arrow to L6. Okay, so L5 is equal to L6 minus time interval between 5 and 6. So T56 which is equal to, so L6 having value 44 minus T56 has value 9. So subtracting this we get 35. So L5 we get it is 35. Next we have to find out L4. So L4, so here is this is L4. Now this L4, from L4 we go from L4 there gets two arrows which is to L5 and L6. So we take minimum from that. So here L4 will be L5. So from L4 it gets two arrows. So this is, will take minimum between L5 to T45 and L6 minus T46 which is equal to minimum of L5. So value of L5 is 35 minus T45 is 18 comma L6 having value 44 minus T46 has value 14. So which is equal to minimum. So 35 minus 18 we get 17 and here 44 minus 14 we get 13. Among that minimum value is 17. Okay, so value of L4 is 17. Next we will calculate L3. So here for this L3, from L3 we get only one arrows to L5. So L3 will be, L3 is equal to L5 minus T35, L5 minus T35 which is equal to, so value of L5 is, L5 having value 35 minus T35 having distance 17. So we get subtracting, we get answer is 18. So L3 having value 18, because we have to calculate here L3. From L3 we got only one outgoing arrow. Okay, so we get L5 minus, because L3 goes to L5, so we get L5 minus this distance T35, so which is 35. Next to calculate L2. So here our second event is here. From this event we got two outgoing arrows. Okay, so we take here, we got here L2 is equal to, so from L2 we got two outgoing arrow which is to L3 and L6. So we take minimum among that. So minimum of, so which is L3 minus T23, and second one here L6 minus T26. So which is equal to, because from this event we got two outgoing arrows, so this is L3 minus T23, and for that we get L6 minus T26, so which is equal to here minimum of, so value of L3 is 18 minus T23, 23 has distance 10, comma L6 has value 44 minus T26, 26 having distance 16, which is equal to minimum of 18 minus 10 which is 8, and 44 minus 16 is 28. So minimum among that, so value of L2 is 8. Okay, now next calculate value of L1. So here L1, from L1 we have three outcoming arrows, right? So calculate L1. So L1 will be minimum of T2 minus T12, T3 minus T13, and T4 minus T14. So among that we will find out its minimum. So L1 will be, because L1 has three outgoing arrows, so we get minimum of L2 minus T12, next L3 minus T13, and L4 minus T14. So which is equal to minimum of L2 is, so what is value of L2? L2 is 8 minus T12 distance is 8. Next L3 is 18 minus T13, so T13 is 10, and last L4 is, L4 having value 17 minus T14, so T14 having distance 8. Okay, so among that find out its minimum value. So minimum of 0, 8 and 9. So among that minimum value is 0. Therefore here we get L1 is equal to 0. Okay, so here initial value L1 is 0 and E1 is equal to 0, right? And end values are equal again, right? Now to determine critical path. So critical path is now determined by any of the following methods. Let's draw the chart. Therefore the critical path is now determined by any of the following method. So first write down, first column is activity. Now for this activity, so second column is duration of the given activity. Now next is start time. So in start time there is earliest EI and latest TS called TLS, which is L minus TIJ. Next is finish time. Finish time, in that we have earliest and latest time. So earliest time has formula E plus TIJ and latest is LJ. And last find out total float. Total float is TLS. So this is TLS minus E called total float. So from network diagram we will write its activity. So for first activity 1 goes to 2, 1 goes to 3, 1 goes to 4. So activity will be 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, right? Next, for 2, 2 goes to 3, 2 goes to 6. So next is 2 goes to 3, right? 2 goes to 3, 2 goes to 6, 2 goes to 6. Next is we start 3. Now 3 goes to 5, 3 goes to 5, 3 goes to 5. Next is 4, 4 goes to 5, 4 goes to 6. So 4 goes to 5, 4 goes to 6, and last 5 goes to 6, 5 goes to 6. Okay, so there are 9 activities. Okay, now we write its time duration. We have given for each activity, we have given its time duration in chart. So its time duration will be 1-2 has time duration 8 days, 1-3 has 8 days, 1-4 has 10, 2-3. So in this chart, 1-2 has time duration 8, 1-3 has time duration 10, 1-3 has time duration 10, 1-4 having 8, 1-4 having time duration 8. Next 2-3 having time duration 10, 2-6 is 16, 3-5 is 17, 4-5 having time duration is 18. Next 4-6 having time duration is 14, and last 5-6 time duration is 9. Now next calculate earliest time. So this is start time, this is finish time. Okay, in that earliest EI, so this is I and J, right? So EI, so E1 value, so we have calculated. This is values for forward pass method. This is for forward pass and this is for backward pass. Okay, so this is E1, E2, E3, E5 and E6, so on. This is L1, L2, L3 up to so on L6. Okay, so find. So here earliest start, so this is EI, so value of E1 is 0. Next this is for again, so this is I, so E1 again value 0. Now this is for I, so E1 value is again 0. Now here this is IJ, right? So E2, value of E2 is, so value of E2 is 8. Next here value of E2 is again 8. Next E3, so value of E3 is 18, right? We have calculated from forward pass method. Now value of E4 is 8. So E4 is 8. Next E4 is 8, and last E5, so value of E5, so value of E5 is 35, right? So this is 35. Okay, now next calculate latest TLS is equal to LJ minus TIJ. So LJ means we have value of so this is I and jth event. So LJ, so L2 minus T12, so value of L2 is 8. Okay, so we have this table, value of L2 is 8 minus, so this is L2 is 8 minus T12, value of T12 is 8, which is equal to 0. Next L3, so what is value of L3 is 18 minus T13, so T13 is 10, which is equal to 8. Okay, next L4, so value of L4 is 17 minus T14 is 8, which is equal to 9. Okay, next L3, so value of L3 is 18 minus T23 having value 10, which is equal to 18 minus 10, which is 8. Next L6, so L6, value of L6 is 44 minus T26, so T26 T26. So in this table T26 has value 16. So we get 28. Okay. Next L5. So value of L5 is 35 minus T35. So T35 is 17, which is equal to 18. Next L5 is 35 minus T45 is 18. So distance is 17. Next for L6 is 44 minus T46. T46 having distance 14. So 44 minus 14, which is equal to 30. And last L6, which is 44 minus T56 is 9. So which is equal to, we get distance is 35. Okay. Now next calculate finish time. So in that earliest and latest, so it has formula TEF is equal to EI plus TIJ. So EI means what? E1 plus T12. So E1 has value 0 and T12 is 8. So 0 plus 8 equal to 8. Next 0 plus T13 in this table 13 has value 10. 0 plus 10 is equal to 10. Next 0 plus 14 T14 has value 8, which is equal to 8. Next E2, so value of E2 is 8 plus 23, distance 23 is 10, which is equal to 18. Next E2 is 8 plus distance 26 is 16, which is equal to 24. Next E3 is 18 plus T35. So T35 distance is 17, which is equal to 35. Next E4 having distance E4 has value 8 plus T45 is 18, which is equal to 26. Okay. Next E4. So E4 has value. So what is value of E4 is 8 plus T46 having distance 14. So 8 plus 14, which is equal to 22. And last E5 plus T56. So E5 has value 35 plus time distance 5 6. So 5 6 is 9. So which is equal to 44. Okay. Now to calculate latest finish. So for latest finish we calculate LJ. So this is ith event. So this is I and J event, right? So LJ. So L2, value of L2 is 8. Value of L3 is, so this is L2. L3 is 18. Okay. Next so here is L4, right? So value of L4 is 17. Next L3, so value of L3 is 18. Next L6, so value of L6 is 44. Next L5, because here here is LJ, so L5 is, value of L5 is 35. And L6 here L5 is 35. L6 is 44, and last L6 is 44. Now to calculate total float. So total float has formula TLS is equal to TLS minus EI. So this is TLS minus EI. So subtracting 0 minus 0 is 0. 8 minus 0 is 8. 9 minus 0 is 9. 8 minus 8 is 0. 28 minus 8 is 20. 18 minus 18 is 0. 17 minus 8 is 9. 30 minus 8 is 22. And last 44 minus 35 is 9. Okay. Sorry, here last 35 minus 35 is 0. So we get this is total float. Now here total float value in activity 1 2 is 0. So in activity 2 3 is 0. In activity 3 5 is 0, and last in activity 5 6 is 0. Therefore the activity which activity float value is 0. So first value 0 is for activity 1 2. So activity 1 2 comma, second is 2 3, next is 3 5, next is 5 6 having 0 floats, right? Therefore having 0 floats, there are the critical activities, and so combining this activity, what we get, and so 1 goes to 2 goes to what, 3, 1 goes to 2 goes to 3 goes to 5, and 5 goes to 6. 1 goes to 2 goes to 3 goes to 5 goes to 6 is the critical path. So this is required critical path. Okay, so our critical path is 1 2 2 3 3 5 5 6. 1 2 3 5 6 is the critical path. Now in the figure we draw the critical path by double line. So let's see. Now denote its critical path. So our critical path is 1 2. So here 1 goes to 2. So denote it by double line. So 1 goes to 2. Next 2 goes to 3. So 2 goes to 3. 2 goes to 3. Next 3 goes to 5. So 3 goes to 5. And 5 goes to 6. 5 goes to 6. So this path is the optimal critical path of the network. So this is the minimum time to get the optimal path. That is critical path we get 1 goes to 2, 2 goes to 3, 3 goes to 5, 5 goes to 6. So which is required critical path, and which is solved by using forward pass method and backward pass method. Okay, we will stop.